The 2016 film Captain America Civil War, also known as Avengers 2.5 due to the fact that all the Avengers are in it except for Hulk and Thor, is a very awesome movie and one of the best comic book films of all time, no doubt. The showdown in the airport battle between the heroes is one of the best action scenes of all time. I still get goosebumps and a big thrill from watching these scenes. I never get tired of watching them. Of course, you get the added bonus of the MCU debut of Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland, and the first ever live action debut and MCU debut of King T'Challa, the Black Panther. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, you were the man. But despite all this awesomeness, we still have a major plot hole that this movie sets up. It involves Tony Stark's right-hand man, Colonel James Rhodes, also known as Rhodey or War Machine, and the massive injury that was inflicted upon him after getting blasted out of the sky by the Vision. And he doesn't die, but it does wind up crippling him. But in this universe, he shouldn't be crippled at all. Allow me to explain. Welcome back to Comic Power. This is Comic Killer 72, and today you're watching my second edition of a new skit called Plotholes, where I highlight some things from comic book media that just does not make sense. And today, that's going to involve War Machine's injury and why he shouldn't be so severely injured anymore in this universe, but yet he still remains so in future movies. That's a great piece of acting by Don Cheadle, by the way. Now allow me to get into the details why his injury is a plot hole. There's a small rich country in Africa called Wakanda. You might have heard of it. It has the most advanced technology in this world. Due to a precious metal called vibranium, it's the only place in the world where it's found. Oh yeah, and their absolute monarch is a warrior king who dresses up like a cat, whose uniform is made of this precious metal, who worships a feline deity and takes some magic spinach to get his powers. Nothing strange about that at all, folks. Nothing to see here. Well, the technology that Wakanda has benefited from has allowed them to do some incredible things, not just in weapons, but in medical breakthroughs. I'm sure you remember this scene in Black Panther Part 1 in 2018 with Killmonger, who at the time is aligned with Claw, pulls off an extraction caper to free him from joint CIA and Wakandan custody. And Agent Ross, the guy in charge there at the CIA, takes a bullet defending Nakia. Here it is slowed down. He risks his life to save her, and the bullet severs his spine, so he's supposed to be at least a paraplegic, or even worse, a quadriplegic, assuming he survives at all. But thanks to Wakandan magic, they take him back to the laboratory, and Shuri does her thing, and no time flat, he's back and healed, like a freaking miracle, like he never got shot in the first place. No residual effects, no rehab, just you're good now. And he assists in saving the day in the third act of the film. The Wakandans also stepped in to deprogram Bucky after his brainwashing.
I think going back under is the best thing.
Captain America is present as he watches his friend go into cryogenic stasis, so Princess Shuri and her team can get to work on doing this project. Captain America and King T'Challa have a conversation about what all this means. It includes this exchange, which gives me chills. Here it goes.
You know, if they find out he's here, they'll come for him. Let them drive.
Wakanda don't take no mess. But that's not all. They also help upgrade Sam Wilson the Falcon into the new Captain America, with this new vibranium suit gifted to him in episode 5 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier in 2021 on Disney+. He made his first appearance in the suit using it in episode 6, which was the finale. I gotta give it to him. That's a pretty awesome entrance when he goes in to fight the Flag Smashers. In addition, this is comic accurate, so I get a big thumbs up. You'd think going into battle against people with lethal weapons, he would have something covering his head, but that's another story. It's just another example of what the high-tech Wakandans can do when they feel like it, for people who are not Wakandans when it serves their interests. Speaking of helping people who are not Wakandans, this is Riri Williams, genius inventor at MIT who creates a vibranium detector. The Wakandans risk their whole civilization in a battle versus Namor. Her and Shuri bond like sisters. The absence of T'Challa is filled by Shuri becoming Black Panther, and she helps Riri build this new armor which was used in Act 3 in the final battle. And think about this, the decision to save Riri Williams from Namor winds up costing the life of Queen Ramonda. That's a very high price to pay, don't you think? So let's do a quick recap, because time after time it shows that the Wakandans will help non-Wakandans when they feel like it. They first saved Agent Ross from being crippled. Maybe they owe him because he saved Nakia's life, and he is instrumental in helping T'Challa's side win the Civil War in Wakanda. And he kept his mouth shut about Wakandan secrets, so I guess that one panned out. They also helped Bucky get deprogrammed for being brainwashed. Bucky is the elite super soldier mercenary who is now loyal to Wakanda, and that's a great asset to have, as you saw him fight bravely for Wakanda in the world in Infinity War. They help Sam Wilson upgrade to the new Captain America with this new suit, which helps him take down the Flag Smashers, who are a threat to all governments all over the world, so maybe they're fighting a proxy battle using him, so Wakandan spies don't have to handle this themselves. I guess that's the rationale here. And as I mentioned before, they help Riri Williams survive certain death at the hands of Namor. At the time she's introduced in the MCU, she's only 19 years old. and there's no telling what she's going to create in the future. So they got ahead of the United States government and securing her loyalty by saving her life. So I guess that's going to pay dividends in the future. So the Wakandans help Agent Ross, Bucky, the Falcon, and Riri Williams. And I said all of that just to say that Wakanda can help all these people, but they can't help War Machine. This is Colonel James Rhodes of the U.S. military, also known as Rhodey or War Machine. And what you are watching here is a proud, decorated military veteran who has helped save the Earth numerous times try to learn to walk again. As you can see, he has a harness that's around his hips and his legs to help him. But the process and the rehab is extremely difficult. This guy fought bravely with the Avengers to help save the Earth numerous times. And Wakandan technology can almost instantly save Agent Ross from being crippled, but they can't do this for Rhodey? To me, that doesn't make any sense. That's a huge plot hole. Rhodey's crippling injury happens in Civil War. At the end of this conflict, Captain America travels with Bucky to Wakanda as they put Bucky back on ice to try to heal him from the brainwashing. I mean, couldn't they let Rhodey tag along and get some healing too? I mean, you're already going to Wakanda? I mean, come on, bruh. The Civil War is over. I mean, Captain America and Black Panther fought on opposite sides during the Civil War conflict, and yet they still became allies at this time period. So come on, bruh. Couldn't they like let Rhodey come on this adventure too and get patched up? Is Rhodey not important enough? Due to the fact he's in the U.S. military, were they afraid that he was going to blab about what he saw at Wakanda? So to me, it just doesn't make sense. They would help all these other people, but they wouldn't help War Machine, considering we saw how easy it was for them to fix Agent Ross. So I admire Tony Stark for creating this device to help his friend walk again, but why didn't the Wakandans just fix him altogether? So please speak up in the comment section and let me know what you think about this subject. Do you believe it's a plot hole like I do because we already showed that the Wakandans are willing to help people outside Wakanda? Or do you believe that it's not a plot hole and the Wakandans intentionally decided not to help him? So speak up in the comments and let's have a spirited debate on this. While you're here, be sure to check out our previous plot hole video I made called How Strong is Gamora in the MCU? Because it appears that her power level seems to fluctuate. She earned a reputation of being the most deadly woman in the galaxy, but she doesn't always seem to live up to that. So be sure to watch that video while you're here. Until next time, this is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying don't forget to subscribe and bye bye.